Going on, guys? So hopefully I'll see everybody pop in. I do have a brand new set of or series of inserts coming out, and that's going to be called the PROCODES. And before I get into those, I do have some inserts here that you might notice are a little bit on the large side as far as the ID. These are specific to the Deluxe Fab hanging loaded dice. The loaded dice. These are very specific for those wheels. I've got them for the goats and for the ibex. So yeah, this is something new that's come out. And to go along with this, I've got a few other things here. Not this one, but these right here, which are the PROCODES. All right. What these do. Oh yeah, I did survive the hurricane. Here, it wasn't that big of a deal. I kind of got lucky on it, but there are some guys that got just completely flooded out. Paul King, what's up, buddy? There's your tire. This right here has a PROCODE in it for 1 inch. This has got the little megalithic by J Concepts. Let me go and show that since Paul is on here. The way this is this right here is what's in there. That right there. So this basically gives you the PROCODE or the cheat code stability on the outside, a little bit on the inside there just for like sticking to the bed and all that, but it doesn't have any foam in there, because with these small vehicles it's really hard to make these things conform. So you got just the rubber here. Now you could put a little strip of foam in there if you want. You could totally do that, but this right here, my very first little ones, and I'm calling these Munchkinserts. Now these are just for the 1 inch. I'm going to do some that are a little bit for the larger size, but there's so many different variations of everything with the small vehicles. It's really a lot to try to get done here. All right, Clayton, yes, addicted to RC, what's up? Hey buddy. Chainsaw, Paul King, Major Roads, what's up? The storm wasn't too bad for me. It was really bad for others. Rob Conant, what's up? Midwest, you loving your inserts for the ruptures? Nice. Very nice. Were those the new cheat codes I made for ruptures? No, I still got those in testing. Never mind. Those are the regular ones, yes. Good after night, Joe from Holland. What's up, buddy? Insane BMX Thomas. Kipper the man, somebody Losi Razor to the beach and servo overheated and burnt out. Man, make sure all your steering and stuff is good, man, as far as like clear and all that. As in, you know, turning without binding up on everything. What's up, Tiny Trucking? I was there for 5 days. Man, the beach is rough, man. That salty air, just the humidity there is rough as far as like for bolts and stuff, man. Slow MK, what's up? It goes soft from HN update. Nice. Okay, Midwest. Yeah, I've got some cheat codes for the ruptures. I just got to give them a little bit of a test first to make sure everything is right, but I'm pretty sure they're right. I'm pretty sure they are. That's right, Brad. I did okay. Pokey Brett, what's up? Kill the stock servo on my H10 optic. Well, you know they're going to go. South Florida, what's up? How's the Furitech Unity and the Red Cat Ascent? Man, Tiny RC. Right here. I even changed the wheels and tires when I took it out for a 3S run. And it's nice. Really nice. So far, I'm absolutely loving that system. Praise the what's up, Andy? RC Kings, hey buddy. Yeah, Vidavon does still make a UDR rear axle. I believe I've got one of those in stock, American. Oh no adventures, what's up? So the PROCODES, I've got these for the 1.9 as well. What this does, let me explain how this works. Enlighten, Joe Girding, what's up? Let me explain how this works. You know how you get these junky foam inserts in all your stuff? Well, in some cases, a foam has a lot better rebound capability and rebound characteristics than what an insert does. So this gives you the cheat code sidewall support, so no tire roll. However, you got to give it a little bit of a cut on your insert, on your foam, but you can do this right here. So this puts everything together. I want to show you this. This is going to change everything. Now you got to get this set up in there. You got to do your trim to your insert. But look at that. You now have like your cheat code like this. You now have this right here, but you now have the characteristics of a foam. So your softer foams, you can star cut your foams, you can do anything you want with them, but now you got the best of both worlds right here. Right here, guys. Check that out. So yeah, these are available on the website. In the pinned post is a link directly to these. So yeah, you might want to click on that, see if I can get you fixed up with some orders and get those shipped out tomorrow. But yeah, this right here should work. Now, I've got something similar to this right here for the MOAs, the Deluxe Fab and all that. I don't have it on the desk with me though. But anyways, this right here, I think is going to bridge that gap that people been asking about. So is the Exoplex open this Sunday? Yes, it is. Will that system fit in an SCX24? See, he says it will. I'm not sure because that's a huge motor in that thing. And I think the chassis is going to get in the way, but I'm not entirely sure. He was supposed to send me some pictures of it. Now, this is one of the earlier 1.9s that I was testing with. And then got the little Munchkin inserts right here. If you have the little 124, these are wheels that Paul King got off of Amazon. And right here. Have these been actually tested and driven? Nope, but as soon as Paul picks them up, they sure will. Because he's going to be all over them. And I'm pretty sure these are going to conform and do everything you want, just not have the sire. They'll only go this far. And obviously, there's a little bit of give there too. But still, I think this right here is going to be awesome with the lightweight guys. Because it's so hard to get, you know. Oh, you got these wheels from J Concepts as well? I know the tires are megalithics. Okay, so these are J Concepts wheels, really. Basically, JD's RC, yep, it's okay. Wheels from Amazon, tire, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the wheels from Amazon, the tires from J Concepts, yes, the little bitty megalithics, and I'm certain that these are working other tires. It's just these are all I've got right now to mess with, and I've got other wheels and tires that I can mess around with, like some, what is it, 1.2s, 1.3s, 1.4765, whatever the heck they are. It's like the little trucks are like the Wild West. There's no real set rules as far as wheels or anything, at least from where I'm looking at it, from the outside looking in. But hopefully these right here will do good. Paul is definitely going to give these a nice big test on his truck. But yeah, we got those. And I also want to show you this from Vindor. 1.7 is the best in betweeny. Okay, where is the H10 optic? It's in the other room. I think your cheat codes are doing great so far. Man, my cheat codes, I like my cheat codes. All right, you come by tomorrow afternoon, Paul. Tell you what, if you want to, Paul, if you want to, on your way to work in the morning, swing by and drop off the other 3 wheels. I'll go ahead and mount them up and I'll give them a test. I will go ahead and give these things a test for you. Sound good? That way when you pick them up, they're already mounted and everything. Please make these inserts. You want like these right here for 155s or cheat codes? I do have a set of 155s that I could kind of, in fact, I've got 155 cheat codes, but I don't have these in 155. But I can typically take that cheat code and just basically take everything away from it and then do a little modified. Then do a little modification on there. Have I done a review on any little guy racing parts? I have not that I know of. Yeah, video, I forgot to send it from last time. There's one. Okay, so JDs, you want these right here for a 155. Like I say, I've got the 155 inserts that I did for the Mini Capra. All I've really got to do is take the stuff off the outside and make a few adjustments. To get this right here, the overhang, is kind of a pain. Sometimes they aren't as beautiful as what you would hope. This particular one here is not the correct. I did adjust this a little bit. But if you do get them and they have a little bit of there, that is not going to affect anything. Because this right here is still going to get the job done like it's supposed to. I do not have an Axial Wraith 1.9. I do not have an Axial Wraith 1.9. Sorry about that one, buddy. Oh, God, Clayton, I forgot which one. I'm not sure. I wonder if Fastlane Machine is still making their billet chassis. I don't know. I haven't seen anything from FLM in a long time. Looking on smart charger and batteries. The telemetry on takes awesome. Yeah, who's your buddy? Okay, I've got another video to upload. I did another charger video, except I've got the Prodigy 4-bay. I've got the HDX 1000 by Hitech. I think it's HDX 1000. I've got the new Spectrum smart charger and the Genzace D300. I think it's a D300. But I did all four of them. I maxed all four chargers out, and I'll show you everything I can about the chargers as far as the usable features that we will generally use on a daily basis. I didn't get into the discharge rates or any of that because we want to charge, see how strong they are, and then just look at the overall functionality of the charger, correct? So that's what I've got. So hopefully that'll work out pretty well. What are the best 1.9 trailing tires? Depends on how much you trail. If you're going to trail a lot, I'd probably suggest like a Proline with the G8 compound so it lasts longer. Clodbusters. I've got my Clodbuster. I've been looking at it too. I've been thinking about driving it, but right now it's really wet outside, and that's one vehicle I don't want to get messed up. Kind of like my Chrome Midnight Pumpkin too. Andrew, fine, not yet, Paul. It's early. Clodbuster with a Clodzilla chassis, really dope. I have never had a Clodzilla chassis. Go buy some, do. Thank you, Clayton. I appreciate that. A Clodzilla, yeah. Oh man, thank you, Clayton. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Can I get that all right too? I can. Because you know I've got one right here. Yep, I've got the Midnight Pumpkin. It's the re-release, obviously, but it's got the chrome body. It's a beautiful little truck. Stock motor. I didn't put big power in that. I did put upgraded motors in the Clodbuster, and I took them out because I was afraid of ripping the bumpers off the body. Because I just wanted to keep these nice and clean, kind of like shelf queens, right, Clayton? I got one right here, buddy. So, this right here is something new from Vidavon. I wasn't really expecting this, but what this is a full center diff set overdrive for the Creighton 8S or Outcast 8S. This basically, a little bit larger gear here. I'm not sure the exact gear ratios, the tooth count, or all that. But this right here will speed up the vehicle right here. So, yeah, this is going to make it faster. So if you got your Creighton geared to the moon, you can't go any more with it. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can right here. So, I'm in that pumpkin. Like Toma's coming out with all these old trucks. There are Clodbuster that's still shelf queen. Mountain Dew is liquid gold here in Holland. Stuff is so tasty, man. I know. I've got this. I got this Sprite. That's cherry limeade Sprite. Man, that stuff is good too. Yeah, alive RC with moose. Yes, sir. RC10. RC10T. Wow. That's back when it was nothing but a buggy with big tires and a body. I mean, that was very basic, like one of the first conversions. Or you actually had a 10T. I'm assuming it was out of the box 10T, or was it the conversion? I hear about the diffs issues with the Groms. I've not messed them up, and I just did this. This past weekend, I saw one of these. They had them out here, and I thought it was so awesome, man. So awesome. These are Losi LMT wheels on the Grom. Dude, they ran so good. I did have to trim the fins out of the back wheels, but man, this thing ran great. I'm real happy with it, and I jumped it too. It looks super clean, but it wasn't when I was done. You'll see the video. But that right there is actually pretty darn awesome. Hopefully I'll get that uploaded tonight. I got 3 videos I'm working on to upload to channel members tonight. One is the charger video, which I think I had it done last night, but I wanted to go through and look at it again just so I could verify, make sure that I was halfway decent on the video. So, yeah, let me see, out of the box. Out of the box, very nice, Jack. Good evening, JW Smart RC is still baking in Vegas. Yeah, well, we're over here swimming in Florida. Oh, I thought about actually diving into my little water puddle, but it's not deep enough. I would look like a big old island floating in the middle of it. I have not bought a phaser, no, but I like that one with the 69 charger though. The one I posted on the Facebook, I like that. It just started already flooding in Pennsylvania. Jack, I am just west of Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm in Northeast Florida. So as far as Sarasota goes, any micro crawler? I mean, I've got this coming up, which is 1/18th. I'm not sure if that was micro. I have the little 142 in there. 113. I have the 69 charger phaser. And so 3 I set up goes about 70 miles per hour. Jeez. Josh. I live in Jacksonville. Drive to Titusville to crawl. Jacob, buddy, man, take the 1 hour drive over here. Yeah, 1 hour drive here. I'm gonna post my email address. You guys send me an email if you need directions to get here. Exocaged RC at yahoo.com. Yeah, send that right there to me. Hopefully that just worked. Scott Bray, what's up? Now, Scott is putting on with Georgia Rock Zombies the very next event I'm going to travel out of town for, and that would be Haul and Crawl. I believe this is number 8. Is it, Scott? IAQ Master, what's up, buddy? Have you got a front rift axle for sale? Not Vidavon. I do not. But I did get some Vidavon axles in for the Rift. I got some Vidavon axles in for the SCX6 as well. All right, so Jacob, see that email address right there? Just send me an email. Yeah, I believe it is on Apple Maps. I do not have any stock front rift axles though. Crawling RC88, what's up, buddy? All right, so we got a bunch of new guys on here. Let's go over these inserts again. These are for MOA, specifically the Deluxe Fab loaded dice. And I do want to show you guys something. If you can see it in here, see that little patch right there? You see that? That is there to physically lock into the loaded dice wheel. Zero side shift on these because they physically hold in place. I have front axle shafts for SCX6. I don't have the front housings or the rear housings or any of that. I got the axle shafts that go inside of it. In San Francisco, I'll be in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania by Sunday. Ooh, that's a long drive. Yeah, Clayton, you definitely want to get the, well, I obviously would recommend the Vidavon links. As you guys have seen, I have jumped mine 25, 30 feet up and lawn darted it, and those links held up fine. I have had some bent bolts, though. Hauling Cross 6. Yes, sir. All right, so 6. Okay, gotcha. Hauling Cross 6. Man, I can't wait to get up there, man. Dude, if you guys are around the Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, I mean, heck, if you guys are anywhere around there, you got to get up there for this haul and crawl, man. Scott Bray and the guys at Georgia Rock Zombies, they put on such a good show. And it's not like a heavy competition. It's just guys having fun. It's almost like a basher crawler event, sort of, with just enough rules to keep you in line. I love that event. I think that was the first event I ever went to by Georgia Rock Zombies, I believe, was a haul and crawl. That was 3 years ago, I believe. I know you love a good tire slam. Have you ever tried the D-Boots backflips from Marba? I don't know that I've ever had those. All is well good. Blitz RC, what's up? Gotta find out which place is cheaper, AliExpress or the Vidavon 3U. Now, Clayton, I did get a Canadian order through the website. I did turn on the Canadian, so tomorrow or tonight when I get off of here, I get to try to pack it and see how that's going to work. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Do you have or will those inserts work in a racing buggy? JW Smart, I don't see any need to put a printed insert into a race buggy. They've got the foam inserts and all dialed in so good on those. I can't see any advantage to putting an insert into one of those. I just don't. If I did, I would make them, honestly. But I don't see any advantage to making a printed insert for a race buggy. Wednesday. Let me see. I might get there Thursday evening. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, these are the new PROCODES 1.0. These are PROCODES 1.9. No, that's a 2.2 right there. Ha! PROCODE 2.2. I did have one over here. And then this is the PROCODE 1.9. You get all the benefits of a cheat code, but you get the feel of a foam insert. And of course, you can adjust the insert as you want, you know, whatever you need. But you do have to trim it out because of the shape of this. And I had to do this because of, you know, print and all that. You can't have too much overhang. So you're going to want to trim your insert out. And I just use an X-Acto blade, cut it out to match it, and go with it. Okay, 25 minutes from Harrisburg. Try the PROCODE out on the Rift. I'm curious how they'll do. I'm not sure. I mean, you could do this on the Rift, I guess. Now, these are meant for a 25 millimeter wide wheel. I know some of you guys are running 30s, so I need to make a set for the 30s, I guess. Just simple, stretch them out a little bit. But I really think this right here is going to bridge a lot of gap between inserts and foams. Because there are guys that just absolutely love the foams, will never touch an insert. And there are guys that will never touch a foam again. This right here might fill that gray area with a gray foam. There. Now, I think I'm going to be heading up to Pennsylvania in October. June, July, August, September. Okay, I got a little bit, yeah. Heading up to Pennsylvania for RC Addicts. RC Addicts, yeah. Their store grand opening is supposed to be happening then. So I'll be up in Pennsylvania for that. So let me see here. Losi Super Laser Nut. Got something here from Vidavon. Steering knuckles and rear hubs. Now, the thing about these is I do believe that these will also fit that Losi race truggy that I got. So if you happen to feel your Losi race truggy needs a little bit of beef down there, Needs a little bit of strength at these parts right here. We got them. I'm going to try, I might put these on mine. This might be all I put on that race truggy. Because I want to keep that one lightweight. I'm pretty sure he's going to have it set up with bulkheads and all that as well. So, I'm pretty sure we have all that in there. Thank you, Insane BMX. I appreciate that. Oh, I got some of these in stock. I haven't got them on the website yet. Sorry. But I do have these right here in stock for the Vigilante. These are the Vindor motor mounts for Vigilante right here. So if you want those, send me an email and we'll get you fixed up. What am I going to promote? It's okay. It's just kind of sitting there. Metal spoke wheel. Proline's about to put out some metal spoke wheels. Nice. I've got the Vindor ones on mine, of course. Andrew, you need this? Well, I got like 6 of them. I haven't got them on the website yet. I can get them shipped out tomorrow. They just came in today. I think I've got something. I've got the gears. I think you've got everything else that I've got for it. So, yeah. All right. So we'll have to get you fixed up with this right here. Man, I tell you what. About it 3 times. Hey, Andrew. Andy, I believe you 100%. I don't remember what I talked about yesterday. But what else was it? Something I was going to show you. I do have a new truck. But I should probably save that one. I'm not sure if it's out yet. But regardless of all that, hopefully these work out. When it comes to the MOAs, these guys, no, I'm not going to show it. When it comes to the MOAs, these guys, they are hardcore foam. So I'm hoping I can somehow manage to get them away to try with these. They've got the same same stand up or lay down setup. They got the it should be good. But if these don't work, then the PROCODES that I have for them, not this one, should allow them to do the whole foam thing and all that. No, getting old is not much fun, and I am 5'0" right now, dude. I looked in the mirror and I saw this big old 50-year-old looking back at me, and I'm like, huh, who are you? What's up, Marcus? It's about time. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to show you something, but I forgot what it was. Sure, Pshina's right behind you at 48. Yep. Just reviewed your active foam. Thank you, Big Head RC. Appreciate that. So it's from you, negative G wheels today. Can't wait to try them. Ah, you were yeah, Mike Rainey. I think, Mike, I think I've got it on your account. I think it was a 10% discount on your account because you were the 1,000th customer at exocagedrc.com. So you were the 1,000th order that I shipped out. So check your account. It should be there. I think it was. I think it's 10%. And I put it on your account only. So you may want to check that. And dude, they work great on mine, dude. I mean, I even tried to beat it up a little bit and kind of smack it, and they stayed put. So I'm real happy how those turned out. Did I have a big 50th? No, I didn't even have a cake. Like I need a cake. I seen a reel with a MOW at a small snub nose. Seen a reel with some. Oh yeah, American. I saw that too. He basically put each motor or each wheel has its own motor. What's awesome about that? What's awesome about that is think of the vectoring controls. See, like that truck right there has those spark drive axles in it. Now, you go to turn, and there's another controller coming for me that's going to be a little bit more aggressive on this as he's updating his system and all that. So think about this. When you turn, you can drag the inside of the truck and all that. That's going to change things. And when you have a motor at each wheel, the controls and the way that you drive is just going to be so different. I mean, I don't even know how, like say you got one hanging on, like you got something hanging on an edge and you go to turn. Do you want this tire to turn and this one to not? Or do you want them to turn together? It's going to take some crazy controller programming and controllers to make this work with the potential that it has, because it has insane potential on this thing. The tire punch multi-tools, I think I've got 2 in stock. I think I do. So yep, I sent him the address, so he should be shipping those wheels directly to you, Andy. I don't know, man. If you drive with 2 hands, you'll probably just fine, you know, because you got like 8 fingers and a couple thumbs to work with. You should be able to do it like a RC8X or the IXSR by Spectrum. That's a really nice radio. I'm telling you what. It's expensive as the world, but it is really nice. It's all right, Insane. It's all right. There was something, I'll show it to you later. But yeah, I think it's something that can be awesome, man. Just in case you guys haven't seen the spark drive axles, you can see them right there. No, I'm not going to show that truck. I shouldn't have said anything. So these right here, when activated, will allow one tire to turn and the other tire to not. So you can kind of tank drive it. So it's actually pretty neat at how it is set up. And he's got another controller coming to me that's going to be a little bit more aggressive. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Honestly, I chose a bad vehicle to put these on, but I've got my Ecto running so good that I just really didn't want to mess with that one because it's such a good runner. So this right here, I'll probably take the bumpers off for the next drive, try to give it where it's got a little bit more control or a little bit better performance. I might put some better tires on it too, who knows. Not showing the new truck. Besides, it's nothing special. Shop. His axles are crazy. Oh, sure, yeah, show the new truck. Have you opened up the axles to look at the internals? I have not. I saw the picture of the internals and it looks like it's just a motor with a little belt on it. So that's what it looks like. And basically, I think the way it turns is really similar. Do y'all know the lurker? That little like shirt looking thing? I believe that's exactly how it turns, through a differential. And as far as I can tell, that's it. But I've not been into them. I can run dig and overdrive. Now there's a little bit of overdrive in the transmission, but not very much. Can you change the ring and pinion with the overdrive gears? Maybe I need to ask him. I got him on my phone. I mean, so far the axles have been good and solid for me. No issues at all. Let me see. Okay, let me do it. All right. So let me see. I got to show you guys something, but I don't want to show you that truck. Let me work on something. Exoplex is draining okay. Oh, this is for the Ibex for 2.2. Forgot I made that. All right, so let's see if I can get this out of here. It's draining, but there's still a little bit in there. All right, pull this insert out right here. I want to show you guys how this works. So you see those little bars right there? This is your Deluxe Fab wheel for loaded dice right here. So, and then this is one of the earlier versions right here, but you can see the little slots in there. That goes where the pins go. Slide this in. Physical hold right there. What you guys think, huh? I would have to get a whole nother ecto. There's still water out there. I just didn't have a chance to mess with it today. And Thursday I'm taking a trip down to J Concepts. So I got a trip down to J Concepts. I got to take, I'm taking Ram Bouncer because I'm going to DFD as well afterwards. And they want to see my Ram Bouncer and stuff like that. Going to pick up a second canopy. So, yeah, should be a good one. I think so, Mini. Shop Mini. Neighbor super guy, great RC designer, good a chance about a new chassis design. Well, Mike, yep. Will the cheat code inserts be good for big MOA chassis or regular insert? It depends on what you're running, Marcus. If you're running a 2.2, like if you're running this right here on a 2.2, then this would be your insert. So this would be what you would need for that, because this is designed specifically for the goat. I've also got one, or that was an Ibex. I've also got one for the goat as well. So, but if you're running the loaded dice, you'll then want to get the one for the loaded dice. So that way it locks right into place. And then of course, you know, you got your forward and backward and all that stuff like that on there. Gotcha. Now, speaking of axles and all that, what's up, Spa? Did you guys see the new one from Upgrade RC? The dual U-joint design? Yeah, I got those on the way. I can't wait to get them things. I'm going to show you guys in detail, in a very visual way, the biggest difference on those, okay? A very visual way, because when you turn, the U-joint, the single U-joint has an oscillation to it, a speed up, a slow down. It'll speed up and slow down twice per revolution. So you got basically 4 cycles on that, right? With the double design, that cycle is held in the middle, so it doesn't make its way to the output stub axle. Now what you're going to do here, what's up, buddy? DFD right there. Man, I'll be seeing you guys on Thursday. I'm going to bring the Ram Balancer down there with me too. So you guys should definitely check that out. And I'm not sure if you guys want them or not. I was shipped the wrong wheels, but I do have some Vinavon bead locks for the Raminator. I have a full set for the Raminator, if you guys are interested in that. Now, also, DFD, hopefully you guys saw the big raffle that they're giving away. the raffle that they're hosting, $50 a ticket, you can win a Raminator, the Raminator Mega Truck. So if you guys want to get in on that, you could actually get a full brand new Raminator Mega Truck for $50. Yeah, how awesome is that? A new axle coming from Ot6 of Voodoo 2. They moved the portals in on the axles themselves instead of the knuckles. I haven't seen those yet. Loose steering. No, should not lose steering angle with the new axles. If anything, you should actually be able to gain steering. Because think about it, as with the axle right now, you turn 45 degrees. Well, guess what? You got 45 degrees on the U-joint. You put this in, now you have 22.5 degrees on each joint. So you'd have to turn it 90 degrees to get 45 degrees on each joint because it's split between them. So you should be able to get a lot more steering turn. So long as the axle has enough clearance for it, you should be able to get that. Should not lose any steering angle. Shouldn't. When I get them in, obviously I'm going to give them a try, and I'll show you guys very visually as best I can the differences. I can tell you right now though, you know how when you turn real sharp, you get that wobble? Well, that's the mass of the wheel speeding up and slowing down. The heavier the wheel and tire combo, the more you're going to see this. Like if you take your wheel and tire off and you turn it all the way over, you have just the axle, you got no noise, you got no shake or nothing, right? Because you don't have the mass of the wheel speeding up and slowing down. And it gets a lot worse when you turn sharp. You won't have that here. Now, that's a good thing for smoothness. It's a good thing for accuracy. When you go to turn up a hill, if you happen to be on the phase that makes the tire goes faster for that quarter turn, it might give you the turn up. If you're on the part where it's going slower, guess what? It can mess up your line. So these will have a consistent, smooth turn, rotation at the tire. So this is going to really help out a lot on that as far as consistency and accuracy of steering and all that. Now, when you're up on a hill and you're bellied up and you're trying to shake the truck, you can turn that wheel and the whole truck shakes and vibrates, right? You're not going to have that anymore. So that is kind of something that we use sometimes to shake the truck and move it over, down, up, or all that. So that could be a positive and a negative all in one. We'll have to find out, see how these come out. But there are quite a few companies that are doing the double U-joint thing. So, yes. Did you do good at school, Joe, or you were picking up chicks and skating? I was a skater. I was a skater, and I had a couple girlfriends. Ended up marrying the first one, marrying one of them. And then, of course, you know, you get married as a kid, you grow up. So, need to see Joe on a board on the pad. No, sir. I have my skateboard, and I'm not. In fact, the trucks are not on there, so I'm fine with that. But I have thought about it, but I don't need to do that at all. I'm a 50-year-old geezer. I don't need to be skateboarding. So, but anyway, these new axles that are coming out, they're definitely going to be different. Like I say about the phasing of the U-joint and all that. I mean, it's just like with your real truck. You got a real truck and you got it jacked up, right? A real truck, something you run down the highway. You got your drive shaft coming out, boom, and it's got a good angle on it, right? Because you jacked it up to the moon because you wanted to, right? And then you got this coming out, and if you got that rear axle like this, it should run smooth, okay? So long as your U-joints are in phase. That's a key point. Yeah, whether your U-joints are in phase or not, if you angle that back end up, guess what? Now you're going to have the phasing from this point right here, and you'll have a vibration in your drive line. I used to do a lot of real truck stuff, so I have messed up every possible way. Believe me. Wakeboard behind the ram bouncer. Oh, man. That new servo by Holmes is a powerhouse. It really is. Marty McFly on the hoverboard behind the Ram. See, the problem is, man, I don't want to get in. I don't want to get that stuff all wet. Hopefully, it's dry down in DFD. Hopefully. Hopefully, it's dry at DFD because I do want to give the Ram bouncer a drive if I could. But I'm picking up a second canopy for Exocaged, so Paul Smith maybe. Man. So, all right. So, what you guys, what topics would you guys like to be discussed here? Use a TRX4 Sportage again? Nah, I have no desire to get back in the mud. What am I doing at J Concepts? I'm just going to visit, pick up some tires, pick up a few things, talk about a few things, and just basically just going to visit. That's all I'm doing. Cool. Thanks, Dan. Glad you got them. Mudlar right now. Woo! And Handyman Haynes, I'm telling you right now, mud absolutely is fun. It really is. But I do not want to clean up afterwards. RC Kings, we got a mud race. Or we got like a water puddle, which I think will be a lot safer than mud. Man, I tell you what, dude. Freedom Factory got tore up, didn't it? He was out there on the jet boat on the drag strip. Man. American, yes, I am planning to get a brand new set of 2.2 holds, a brand new set of 2.2 megalithics, and a brand new set of 2.2 tusks while I'm down there. So I am definitely taking cash. 1/18 scale megas. Where's your tire at? Paul, I have lost your tire. I have been sitting here and threw it somewhere, I guess. I don't know. I want to see. Oh, there it is. Doesn't look too bad. We'll probably go right on and look good, to be honest with you. You want some 2.2 megalithics, Charles? Need some LMT videos. Well, speaking of LMT videos, I do have something I need to put together for you guys. Vigilante, the sticker diff was always better in the front over the rear. Dan, I don't really know that it makes a bit of a difference. I typically, when I open up my diffs, I put anywhere from 250 to 500 in it, and I just call it good. Simple as that. In the center diff, I try to do like 1 million minimum, if not 20 million from Track System, which I'm all out of 20 million right now. Sean RC should sell him. I'm not sure if he's a. I think Sean's a dealer. Am I going to put portals on the LMT? I know it. Yep, J Concept says in Florida. Yes, my front teeth from eating a pizza. Lucas, you got to be careful, man. I got one for you. Speaking of teeth from eating, have you ever bit your finger while eating a French fry? It's like, why am I biting a French fry that hard? It makes no sense. Now, I do have these. Speaking of portals on the LMT, I do have a set. And I'm going to give them a try. It's kind of weird, though. Portals on a monster truck, though. Yeah, hopefully, well, Lucas, you broke your tooth. That's going to be expensive, man. That's going to be expensive. Teeth are not cheap. Scott Bray. Cool. Thank you, buddy. I can't wait to see you guys for Haul and Crawl. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to bring one of these little e-bikes, probably the e-scooter, because I think that's going to be the best way to get around up there, back and forth, back and forth. I'm also planning to bring Raminator, possibly Ram Bouncer, and I'm thinking about bringing the RC Chariot with me too. So, Scott, if I bring the RC Chariot, do you want to sit on that thing and give it a go? You can sit down on that thing. I'll give you the controller. You got to be careful with it though. That Raminator will sling you around like you're lightweight. Cool, Andrew. Be 2 Ram Bouncers at Haul and Crawl. Rear-wheel drive burner car with a drift driver. That'll be interesting. Vidavon teeth. Made a 7075 and hard anodized. Man. What's a truck? Use that planetary gears on each end. They do still have the planetaries. In fact, just about all of them have the planetaries. Man, Lucas, I feel for you, buddy. Teeth are horrible. I wish you were born with just 2 teeth. 1 big top tooth, 1 big bottom tooth. That way it's just 2 root canals and you're done. Man, I tell you what, it's a fun ride. It's a little bit scary though. Yes, sir, Mike. The direction really helps out. I like the back to stand up, and I like the front when you got the overdrive to pull down. Now, the front will pull down. It'll pull on like flat ground. It'll pull the back down as well. But when you get on a climb, that front will still be down. The back will try to stand up, give you a little bit of extra axle clearance, which can make a difference. And then when you go to reverse, I'm not sure if you go to reversing comps or whatever, it goes the opposite direction. It works out pretty good. Any new builds in the work? Yeah, I'm going to have a couple crawlers. A couple more crawlers. I did see the T-Max monster truck. Honestly, it handled horribly. When you showed some axles just a moment ago, what were they? They are the portals for the LMT. So, yep. Do I make them for the Aztecs yet? Actually, yeah. I think the Aztecs, I need to get into that, but I believe the J Concepts ones are fit the Aztecs. The Aztecs are a little bit different than the other Pro lines, but I believe that the J Concepts inserts, Mike Rainey, will work perfectly in the Aztecs. At least that's what I was able to get out of them. What's up, Scott? I'll stay away from the rock face. Yeah, for real. Yeah, crawlers are awesome. Is it possible hopping Max 8 system into a Traxxas / 4x4? And what pinion would you put into it? Well, the Traxxas Max 8 is probably going to come with like a 2500 kV motor at the most. So you're probably going to want a larger pinion for it. And it's been done 100 times. It's a slash. There's all kinds of information on that. You may have to do a little bit of clearancing, but it's a slash 4x4. It's one of the oldest trucks available. And I think everything has been done to them things that can be done. So yeah, there's definitely, I know there's a mount to put the motor on top as well. I think I had that on my Rustler 4x4, which was basically a shortened slash. The new buggy I just got versus the Typhon 6S. Which new buggy? I'm not sure which new buggy you're talking about. Now, I got the Typhon 3S. Oh, Typhon 6S. The new buggy for that one. I haven't got a new 1/8 buggy yet. Lucas, we all have bad teeth, buddy. Oh yeah. I've been trying to move things around a little bit. Whenever Sean gets his building done and I get my little space in there, I'm going to clear a lot of this junk out. Oh, Losi, I've got the it's the Losi Truggy. I haven't got the Losi Buggy yet. Yes, Marcus. That is correct. The J Concepts inserts fit some. To go get the Notorious 6. I don't know, Marcus, but dude, after driving that little Outcast 4S, I kind of want one of them things now, man. That was a fun run with that thing, dude. I really like that. Well, Lucas, it's not me. But yeah, Marcus, I was really happy with how that truck ran. So, I mean, I bought that truck. I bought the Team Corley Asuga and another Outcast 8S from my stepbrother, Bustnut 33. So I bought all of those the other day. I've never been out of the USA. Me neither, Lucas, but one day I will. One day I will. So since I now have the Super Baja Ray, and Dan confiscated the stickers you sent me, can I get a sticker for it when you come? Paul Smith, I will bring stickers. I will bring you guys a banner. How about that? I do have an Exocaged banner in there. I will bring a banner for you guys. I am still planning to go to China. I got to find my stupid birth certificate to get my passport. As if they can't tell I'm an American. I mean, come on. You know, it's pretty obvious. See, I'm not worried about turning too much, Marcus. But yeah, I have not been to China yet. Yeah, I know. Canadian. I'm sorry, Asuga versus Typhon. Well, let me get that Asuga fixed. I got through Jenny's RC. I got 2 of them differential bulkheads coming. So, and hopefully I can fit that Vindor bulkhead in the rear. So I can actually have a little bit more beef back there on that. Germany, Italy, Hungary, Afghanistan. Yeah, but Marcus, that sounds like that wasn't your choice to go to them places. Yeah, D's fan, the whole run, it ended up having a broken ring gear tooth on the rear diff. I thought it was the front. But yeah, I still sent it though. I still sent it. Mexico on the Texas border, and doctors, dentists, pharmacists, all lined up along the sidewalk. The others, vendors and food. Really? Andrew's girlfriend here. What's up? I wanted to know where you're originally from. Your accent seems more Tennessee or Kentucky. Nope. Sorry. I've been stuck in Jacksonville and Florida my entire life. What am I doing in China? When I go to China, there's about 4 different companies I want to go see. Obviously, I want to go see Vindor. Then I want to go see Radiolink. Then I want to go see, I believe it's Gen's Ace. And there's another one I want to go see that I think they're in the same area. So I think I can work it all in there. I want to go to Arlo. Yeah, the Asuga is right there. But I believe all the differentials and all are the same as the 1.8. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad as far as like for durability. I mean, I already have one already with a broken tooth on it, right? And as far as the part support goes, I was expecting to have a hard time finding them. Now, finding the actual parts and pieces, I had to go to eBay, and I found it at Jenny's RC, JCRC. So that was how I got it, and it was a whole assembly. So I think it was like 38 or 40 bucks, I think it was, for one. So I got two. That way I have one I can put up. Did Debbie do Florida? Yes, Debbie did Florida. Please hurry up and make an actual four-wheel steer remote with a thumb wheel or joystick for the rear steer. Well, see, I do want to talk to them about a radio, but I want to come up with something like the RC8X with more features. I think that's more for crawling. But if I can get what I want, I should be able to get this radio for around 70 bucks available to the public. That's what I'm after. It doesn't really need all those big features and stuff like that. I just want a good quality, ergonomically correct crawler radio, and specific crawler radio. Oh, I wouldn't mind going to visit Japan myself. I hear there are visas that you can get to go over there and have a good time. Panther Creek Crawlers, what's up? UDR versus Armored Crate and 6S today. Loving the cheat codes. Thank you, MLM. Has anyone done four-wheel steer on an Element? I'm sure it's been done. I heard about this. Yeah, me too, dude. I'm like, man. I will tell you guys, I'm going to give you guys a character that I would love to see in real life. How many of you guys recognize this name? Tifa Lockhart. Do you know where that character? It's an anime character now, something like that. But where did that come from? Also, Eris. I'll never forget when Sephiroth dropped down and took her out. Man, that hurt my feelings. There's some more tourism in their economy. Do you know pricing on the new Spectrum radio? Yeah, it's like 700 bucks. James Coffey, Final Fantasy. Yes, Final Fantasy 7. That is it. My trenchers, when I review on the channel, I get... Okay, RC's a more cool deal. Yeah, I'll, if they're not done, I'll have them printed and shipped out in the morning. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7. Man, I remember that game. I just got my first divorce, and I was flat broke, man. I was literally making $297.16 a week. That was my entire paycheck after taxes and all that. I said to heck with it one week, and I went behind on bills. I went and got myself a PlayStation 2 in that game. And I started playing that game. And literally, I had a little TV and like a dining chair. That was about all I had for furniture, right? I'm sitting in this dining chair in my living room, and I start playing this game. I think it was a Saturday. It might have been a Sunday. But all I know is I started playing this game, Final Fantasy 7. And the next thing I know, my boss called to ask about a job that I did a while back. And I know I started in the morning, and it was like 7 o'clock at night. I found out I had to use the bathroom really bad, and I was really hungry and thirsty. I got so into that game. It was just crazy. I'll never forget that. RC's a more okay. I took 4 months off work, got addicted to Fallout. Yeah, see, I basically quit after the the Xbox 360, because at that point they started to just throw all the microtransactions, and I'm like, nah, screw this. So I got out of that. Extra stickers in. It took 4 months off. How hard is it to ship something, and how hard is it to get your passport? All I need is to go get a new birth certificate, and I'm good to go. Man, RCs are more. Remember raising chocobos and racing them? Torn rotator cuff and got issued off work for 4 months. Wow. Sitting on a bag of Cheetos on a beanbag. No, I didn't have money for Cheetos, dude. I was living off of Lunchables. Okay, I remember this very clearly. Lunchables, that was it. And then for lunch at work, dude, I would go to like Subway if they had one around and get like a $3 combo. That was it, dude. I was every single penny. I knew exactly where it was and where it was going. Every single penny. I don't ever want to go back to that. Ever. Hey, you guys have kept me on past 8 o'clock this time. Good job. All right, let me see here. Everybody pops up here. I'm seeing them pop up on the phone, but I don't see the comments coming up on the computer. Oh, there we go. Canned ravioli. Oh, yes. I can definitely do canned ravioli right from the can. That I can. $3 doesn't get you anything anywhere anymore. It'll get you a weird look. That's about it. $3.50 a week. I'm not sure. I don't know how you're doing it, Lucas. Yeah, there's a little bit of something going on with it. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe all that rain messed something up. I don't know. Derek Bowen. Well, hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I did start a new... Oh, pizza bites are good, but dude, you'll hit one that's like lava and one that's an ice cube. I did come up with another game that I found, and this is kind of weird since we're talking about games, and we should be talking about RCs. This is I forget the name of it, but it's actually pretty cool, like Monster Slayer or something like that. It's actually pretty cool. It's done by Niantic. It's actually pretty cool. It's almost like a Pokemon, but it's way better, in my opinion. Crawl, okay. Make a lot of hot dogs and Tostino pizzas. I bet you do. I wake up, I cook scrambled eggs and sausage almost every morning. And then I do a pizza every now and then. All right, so how many of you guys on here have not seen the new PROCODES since we cycled everybody out here? Remember Monster Rancher? You could get special monsters with music and CD, yeah. Need option on front servo for X-Maxx. Need opinion on front servo for X-Maxx. There's only a servo in the front, buddy. All right, Marcus. These are the new PROCODES. Check these out. These go into your tire, and where's the other one at? Oh. These work with foam inserts. So you get the stability and sidewall hold ability, or lack of tire roll, like a cheat code, but you have the foam right here. So you got all that going. You do have to trim your insert. This is a rough trim right here, but it does work to go into here. So this will give you the best of both worlds. You'll have the insert for anti-roll stability, side hill, and all that. And you got this right here because honestly there's less rebound with the foam than what there is with insert in most cases. So total adjustability right here. Then I've got it for the 2.2s right here, and then for the little 1-inch tires. Yep. Now, my wife is really good at cooking. Yep, RCs and more. These are something I just released today. Also on the website, if you guys look, the pinned post, I have cheat codes for the 525 Tusk Rupture, or the 525 Tusk Megalithic and Hold now. I have cheat codes for those. Now, insane. I'm going to tell you guys right now, my first ex-wife, I'm going to tell you right now, we went to, like, camping we went to Gold Head State Park. We stayed in a cabin. She went to heat up a can of ravioli on the stove. And I do not know how to this day, but she literally melted the bottom out of the pot heating up ravioli. That is a true story. It absolutely is. She melted the bottom out of a pot heating up ravioli. Honest to goodness. Very smart, bro. Good. How much of a pain are those to put inside? I'm talking about these? These aren't bad at all. I'm gonna get these into a tire here soon, but you obviously put this into the tire, and you do this to the outside of the tire, and then this goes into it like this right here. And you just pull the tire around it and all that, just like you would normal ones. I'm thinking it was an aluminum pot. I mean, it had to be. RoboSlug makes some good stuff, James. But just pro codes on my SCX6 on the rocks. They are the shit. Good deal. Pans tend to melt spontaneously like our, yes, see, Mamba XL. I made craft dinner while drinking and forgot to drain the water and added to the cheese. Turned out to be craft dinner soup. RCs and more, yeah. If you go back and you order some pro codes, I can refund your shipping and kind of put it all into one, or just upgrade your shipping to priority and just go with that. I tell you what, that first ex-wife, we are still friends to this day. The second ex-wife, have you guys ever heard of the radio show called Lex and Terry? I'm not sure if you guys heard Lex and Terry, but I called them up and I had to dump a girlfriend that happened to be a little bit on the odd side. And then I happened to mention the second one. And Terry actually called her the Wildebeest. And so that was her nickname, the Wildebeest, from that point on. So, yep. I have 2 ex-wives. The third one I'm hoping to keep around for a little bit longer. Yeah, Lex and Terry used to be big around here, and then it's just kind of like, meh. So, yep. Let that smoke out. Lex and Terry used to be in Texas. Yeah, they actually started here in Jacksonville, Florida. Then they moved and did a few things and moved around a little bit. But, yep. I even had her daughter doing the backup beat whenever she'd walk backwards. It was funny. I remember one time we broke up over a candy bar. She left that candy bar on the TV for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm eating that candy bar. Oh my goodness, that was a, woo! let me just say, I came home after that one. You'd think I would have learned, huh? But it's part of life. Hey, if you never, it's like the old FAFO. If you never F around, you'll never find out, right? So it's just sometimes finding out is a little bit rougher than others. X-Maxx or XRT, Brett loves. All right, that's a good one. Huh. Okay, that is a good one. If you want something with race performance, go with the XRT. If you want something to go hit a hill just because it's there, X-Maxx. If you like the backflips and all that, X-Maxx. Not that the XRT can't do the backflips, because it certainly can. But if you just want to bash around and have a good time, the X-Maxx is the way to go. If you want something with a little bit more performance and stability when turning, then it's the XRT. Addicted to RC, that is correct, buddy. Shoot, Clayton, my wife has quit asking me how much this stuff costs, which is a really good thing. I never told her how much my raminator cost. But anyway, hopefully these right here will do good. I'm thinking they will. And then if you got your little 1-inch wheels, you got the little bitty ones right here. Oh, I should have another set of wheels soon. And these are for supers. Hopefully I have enough room on the printer bed, because he's wanting me to make inserts for supers. We're talking 7-inch wheels or 6-inch wheels. And the tire is only about this big though. So that's going to be an interesting thing if I can make an insert that will actually work for that. What about that $700 radio? Dude, I like it. It was RC or my wife. I'm divorced now. Luckily, my wife never messed with me on any of that. Well, she lives around the corner. No, my wife is not around the corner. I got my raminator from Scale Rat at a UST a few years ago. I paid $4 grand for it. So, and typically, like with anything, when you buy an RC vehicle, that's generally the cheap part. Then it just gets more expensive after that. What we got going on here? Where is there a charm? So, Paul, are you still on here? Paul King, are you still on here? If you are, stop in tomorrow and drop off those wheels and tires so I can put a test in on these right here to see if they're worth anything. Now, RC8X is a great radio, man. It really is. The 8X is a good radio. I do like the ISXR. To me, the ISXR feels really good for a racer. And that's, I think that's really where it's meant to be. Typically, when I get a new radio, I always, on the back porch. There you go. Thank you. So I can get something going on there. I think I got, this is for your SCX24, I believe it is. Paul King. Yeah, that's what these are for. Yes, so I've got a couple of them. I put them in an SCX24, give them a drive. I think it'll be good. I mean, it doesn't... Oh, the Ascent. Sweet. Yeah, I'll put them right on this, and I'm good to go. Nice. Oh, heck no. I'm kind of excited about this. This should work really good, dude. Really good. And I will tell you guys this. The Red Cat Ascent is an awesome little vehicle, man. Really good truck. 10mm offset coming from Friday for it. Now you're going to do that and you're not going to fit through them gates you set up. What wheels and tires are on the Ascent 18 now? These are, you'll see them in the video. These wheels are by Hard Park RC. And the tires are by LGRP. LGRP Swamp Kings. They're actually pretty decent tires. I'm not sure what they got for inserts in them, but they got something. Man, all I'm seeing is a whole bunch of green up here, man. Channel members, you guys are rocking it tonight. Doing a Raminator. Well, Rob, DFD's got that raffle going, $50 a ticket. You could actually win a Raminator for $50. Little Guy Racing Parts. I'm not sure what Little Guy Racing Parts are. I'm assuming it's racing parts, I guess. I'm not sure yet. Wordboard. Wordboard. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. All right, we need to either get on a good topic or we got 9 minutes to go. 3D printed frame rails for the SCX6. If it's done in a good print material, you'll be good to go. Hey, Joe from Oakland. Were you affected by the storms? We got rain, but I'm not in a flood area or anything like that, so I'm good to go. I've been up and going since midnight last night, so I'm a bit off at the moment. I imagine so. Oh, man. I hate to hear that, Rob. 3D printout, what's up? Justin Noble, what's up, buddy? Man, it's so awful quiet here, isn't it? Pork Belly RC makes a 3D printed SCX6 LCG chassis. A 3D printed SCX6 LCG chassis. What kind of print material is that guy using to make something hold up to a 25-pound truck? What do I prefer, the new Spectrum or the RC8X? I actually prefer the Spectrum in racers, and basically because of the telemetry and the smart features. That smart ESC and stuff that's in that new Losi is amazing. Love that system in there. So I really like the new Spectrum for the racing, but the RC8X for crawling. Has she learned? Has she put anything together yet? Does she have a Tinkercad account yet? I have not seen a $15 8-channel radio by Hot RC. Honestly, I don't really have any need. That's not really my thing, the Red Cat 59 or the 64. It's neat. There's nothing I could really show you guys on it that you haven't already seen. And honestly, I have 3 Red Cat Ascents all kind of stacked up in there on that truck with a trailer. Sleek Hobbies, what's up? Rex Racer, breakthrough on a new upgrade for the Ascent Fusion. All right, a new breakthrough. Looks like Cletus here. Cletus got hit pretty hard. Yes, he did. Sonic. Candy and Chrome. Thingiverse. Yep, Thingiverse. It's got a bunch of different things in there, man. even RC stuff. Whatever happened to my Red Cat hauler, it's in there on the shelf. How much is it for the Max spur pinion gear cover and motor mount from Vindor? Buddy, I would have to look that up. Just left the sprinklers on, yeah. GT5 or Spectrum for racing? You're talking about the $700 Spectrum? Honestly, now I do got to tell you guys, I did have a battery plug problem with that Spectrum radio. So this is how I have the experience to tell you this. When I was racing, the Spectrum wouldn't turn on. It turned out to be the JST plug somehow lost connection or something in there, right? So I went in, I got a GT5 that I put on that truck for the main. Honestly, honest to God, for the first time ever, it felt like I downgraded radios to a GT5. And I really liked the GT5. But it felt like a downgrade. Honest to goodness. So I would absolutely prefer the Spectrum for racing. Absolutely, 100%. 6-link rear end and 0 side-to-side movement on rear axle. Okay, so you got a 4-link and then you got the Z-link thing. The Watts linkage, I believe it's called. If you could have one or the other, VRD or the optic, which one would you choose? VRD. VRD all day long, Eric. That was an easy question there. For a 1/5 scale lowrider. Andy, what I want to see from Red Cat is a good, solid contender to either the Rift or the SCX6. That's what I would like to see from Red Cat. I mean, a good, solid contender. Something that can really hold its own. Like an Ascent 1/6, an Ascent XL or something like that. I think that would be awesome to have a competitor to the SCX6. Now, I've been looking at the bed dancers. Those are pretty neat. I got the big bike, and that's the one I try to drive more or ride more. I like setting up the assist on one. That way I can still pedal it a little bit. But that one's better for traveling. The little e-scooter is more for events and getting around, like say you're at a college or something and you got to get around from class to class. Something like that. But the big bike is actually better for traveling and getting up and going. VRD carbon 100. Let's need another bouncer out there. I know we do. 7th scale Red Cat marksman, and it's a bit of a joke. Yeah, I know. I know. I never got a marksman. I've got the Wendigo, and that was more than enough. Got 4 links up top and 2 on lower. Okay. This has become a goal of mine. My SCX 6x6x6. It's a pretty nice truck. It's a pretty nice truck. I agree. Ascent 1/5 SCX 10 Pro 1/5 trophy truck. My first YouTube video to show and explain the upgrade. Yeah, you might need to, Rex. I weigh too much for that e-bike. Man, I've been looking at some other ones now. For some reason, since I started messing around with e-bikes, now I'm getting all kinds of ads. Man, they got some with dual motors, all-wheel drive, like both front and rear drives. Man, they got some really nice ones. I was looking at one the other day. That thing was like $5 grand. $5,000 for an e-bike. And I'm like, heck with that. But that thing was pretty nice looking. I mean, I gotta admit, it was pretty nice. And I think it went up to 300 pounds. See, Bo Duke, see, I kind of mentioned something like that. I told him, I said, look, now that you've got the big Vigilante, you've got the drive line, you've got the chassis, all you got to do is make a few adjustments to get the center of gravity down. Put a buggy body on it with some buggy tires. Boom, and you will have something that Arrma won't give us. I would love a fifth scale Typhon. I really would. 1/5 LMT, well, we got raminators for that. Which new Losi is not on your list? Electric full suspension, fat tire e-bike for the beach off Amazon. Honestly, a fun bike. China named it the pole sitter. Pole sitter. That's funny. See, my big bike only has suspension on the front. I wish it had suspension on the back. I did post the upgrade on the Beat the Creek Facebook page. Okay. They scaled it down perfectly. Why couldn't they scale it up this time? My friend is one of those electric scooters that goes off-road and does that 45. Dude, I was looking at that too. They got some of them things that really move fast. I'm like, dude, that'd be... I think mine only does like 20 miles an hour, the little scooter. And that thing feels kind of wiggly, you know? Why haven't I done anything with the Ascent 450? I borrowed Paul's and I actually got video of it, but never put it together. I just don't know if there's anything to do. I mean, I could, if Paul brings it over, you know, we could do a little deal video on it if you want, but better than the pole rider, that's for sure. We got a Typhon, Mojave, and LMT on here and make some. I'll buy. To pay $2,000 for my '73 Camaro. They do make a downhill e-bike. I should send a link to it later. Okay. Well, Losi, Axial, all that, they're all under the Horizon umbrella. And I believe the actual technical name isn't even Horizon. There's a DBXC 400 on Facebook Marketplace in Oregon the other day. Wish I would have bought it now. Please do something with it. I'll send you one. Well, I've got one locally and Paul's got it all fixed up. I just need to borrow it and see if I can put something together just to show what he's done with it and all that. It doesn't qualify as an e-bike. You can run into issues with the coppers. Yeah. Well, I know the big bike I've got, it'll do 28. And I've actually had it at 28 down my dirt road. The little scooter does about 20. Yep, man, he was driving that thing all over the place, wasn't he? Catching all kinds of goodness. Pulling trucks or tractors. Now, Justin, speaking of that, I've got the 110 sled by RC 4-wheel drive. The really nice scale one. I've got that sled in there. We've actually used it a little bit here and there, but I haven't got the clay to build an actual track. To put this to use, I want to have clay put down, like plastic to cover this clay. If not, this rain will just destroy it. But I want to actually have an actual pull track made. So maybe that'll happen one day. Man, I tell you what, some of them scooters really move though. And a DBXLE, definitely not a Typhon type buggy. Yeah, the DBXLE isn't really a basher. You can with it, but it's just not, it's not like what a big e-buggy would give you. Lucas, I guess I'm going for 2 hours tonight. You guys finally got me talking. You know, speaking of cops, Rex, sometimes I would love to get a one-wheeler. Sometimes when I'm out there doing my speed runs in that field, there's a cop, they'll sit over there. And these cops, they must not have any testicular fortitude at all. They've never even walked over to ask about them. I'm like, dude, are you a dude or are you not a dude? Any dude seeing a raminator running around in a field should at least pay attention, right? These guys must have had their nuts cut off or something. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have said that. But they can certainly take your money on the side of the road, that's for sure. I want to put a Max 6 G2 in the F-150. Max 6 G2? That's a lot. Oh man. Yeah, at least we're way far into it. Most people won't ever watch this live this far into it anyway to get to that reference. Well, see, Sonic, on the scooter, it's all hand throttle. On the bike, it's pedal and hand throttle. So it has both. Yeah, Lucas. They'll pull you over, harass you, and give you that little ticket which takes your money and messes up your insurance. Yeah. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. They'll try to give you that line of safety. All they want is what's in your bank. See, American, that is good. That guy's got some testicular fortitude. What's on the top shelf? I see a tire hanging off the edge. I'm not sure which top shelf you're talking about. Talking about that right there? That is a tire off of my DBXLE. Yep, Lucas, it's all about the money. When I'm going up to Atlanta, Georgia, and all that, I typically set the this shoulder or this shoulder. XRT. That's a chassis. That's the Red Cat Valkyrie MT. Not when Joe and Vidavon down the road. XRT. What's your favorite RC? Favorite RC, buddy? It could be any of them. It really. Generally speaking, all the RCs that I own, I like. If I get an RC and I don't like it, it goes away. I find somebody and either cut them a really good deal on it or just let it go. But most of my shirts are pretty good. What needs to be on a t-shirt? 1800 kV having infusion from my boys. TRX4 sent me the 1200. Ooh. You like the 1200? That thing is so slow. Silent TJDE. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of wrestling. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just the XRT. Same thing, just different input. My old Capra bouncer. The old Capra bouncer? That thing is on those horrible axles. Like old AR60 axles. They are horrible. Brother, ew. Brother, ooh. Ew. Brother. That's for trucks that can't handle power. Won't wreck them. Well, TRX4 can take power. I got some print jobs that are done too. I think it's the Tusk 525 softs. And I got to turn right around and put some Tusk 525 super sauce on there. Any Vidavon coming for the new laser nut? Yes. I have this to put on mine. I haven't got any to sell yet. Steering knuckles and rear hubs. Yep. That's what I have for the new laser nut. The TRX4 is such a beefy truck. It's just ancient. This one, last one was this way along 16 under with throttle style. I got my adapter plate for the XRS. Now time to power this. Nice, dude. How much are those? I don't know. I gotta look. I gotta look them up. I'll have to see. Car Gen 8 over my TRX. I got a Gen 8 and a Gen 9. Marcus, why do we need rear hubs for the Vigilante? The stock ones are holding up pretty good on mine. Base Camp is a really good truck to build off of. It really is. American, you know it. You know they can do it. Traxxas has all the ability to make something to run with the SCX6, to make something to run with the Rift. I think they look at the Rift sales and realize that the Rift doesn't really sell very well. But it's its own niche, and there's an entire RC world that revolves around the Rift. And the bouncers, typically, they have a plastic chassis class and then the modified metal chassis class. But a lot of guys, they use the axles, transmission, and skid, and then build off of that. I don't know, Eric. I might grab one. I think my Wendigo is my favorite crawler. Now, the Wendigo is really good at bashing up hills. It's almost like a bouncer, but not quite. The axles are actually pretty tough in it. Yeah. Justin, you're right. Straight axle M2 will be dope. Red Cat or Traxxas, doesn't matter. As long as the axle housings are good, because they take so much abuse. I built a Rift-based mega truck. Yep. Can I get colored Vidavon parts? Of course. I had a screw strip out when I pulled the rear drive line to change the rear diff gears. I used Loctite and super glue to hold the screw in. Okay. Losi could easily scale up the LMT for us. Now, as far as what you're talking there, if we could get an LMT with the durability that an LMT has, and it's known for the same size as an X-Maxx, is that what you guys are talking about? If that's the case, man, I'd be all over that. I would love to get that. The same size as an X-Maxx. It would be amazing. I've got some stuff coming for the Grom Mojave. I know Furatech has got all kinds of brushed stuff for those little guys. So, and they're like 4,500 kV. He has some with higher than that. And I'm telling you what, I don't know that the trucks can take it. I don't know that they can. Your RC track became a pergola for the wife. Nathan, what's up? With a Rift through one of my 6S buggy setups in it, quickly destroyed something in the trans. Well, yeah, I believe that. Enlighten has upgraded to gold member. Nice. Gold member. I can't say it right. But regardless of all that, it should be tonight. I should have 3 videos for you guys. Charger video. I've got this video right here, which will be done with a Grom with mini LMT tires. Worked really good. I kind of wonder if these would work on the Bandit. The 12mm hex might work really good on the dirt track. Might work really good, actually. So, and then I've got this right here. And tomorrow, Paul King is going to drop off the other 3 of these so I can put the rest of these new PROCODES in there and see how that runs on this with the Furatech system. Have you guys seen that yet? It's basically like their fusion system. That's your motor and ESC all in one. And it runs pretty darn good too. So this truck is just really nice. I just noticed I wasn't remembering anymore. I had to cancel the card it was on. Oh, okay. Bandit video for 2024 would hit hard. Pet House, as far as hitting hard, there is absolutely nothing that can hit as hard. And I have went 3 times to watch this movie, the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I have seen it 3 times in the theater. It is absolutely amazing. Man, I tell you what, love that movie. Cheat codes for 1/18th scale. These right here are for 1-inch wheels. What's the diameter of the wheels on a 118? I might need to get some. Big Lucy would take my money. I heard Kane dragged you out for the 3rd time. Not that I know of. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, that 1.3 is what my Evo Pro is. I might have some 1.3 wheels. I've got like the FMS or Furatech trucks. Are those the same 1.3? Well, dude, look, if you haven't went to see any, go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Dude, it is amazing. Paul, do you have a 1.3? If you have a 1.3 wheel and tire, bring it to me in the morning. I will make these to fit that too. No. All right, so I got to go to I got to go to Amazon and order some 1.3 wheels and tires, huh? Bo Duke, man, I tell you what, it runs pretty good. It really does. Yeah, I think Hobby Plus is the same as Furatech. Just a different name. All right, so I got to go on Amazon and find a 1.3 beadlock wheel and a 1.3 tire so I can match all this stuff up, right? Do I have the ESC mount for DBXC? I do not. Angora, actually, yes. I have the Angora Swampers on 1.3. Really? Can you bring those by, Paul, so I can work on those as well? I mean, it should be a simple scale up with this. With like inserts like this right here took me a while to get soft. You can only scale up so much and then everything just simply gets too thick and it doesn't work, which gave me a medium by accident. But I had to go through and redesign a lot of stuff to get this soft. So you'll also notice these are at much more of an angle than what these are. See that? So 2 very different inserts. But yeah, drop off the 1.3s. I don't really have a need for the Rhino ESC. Drop off the Sin. Paul, what time do you go to work in the morning? Do any inserts with a 2.2 that come out for the cut and shut? The cut and shuts, I mean, how is there a standard size for the cut and shut? I mean, that's tomorrow 7, okay. Is there a standard size for cut and shut? It seems like they're kind of all over the place. All right, Insane, catch you later. That's 6:20. All right, I will try to be awake, Paul. Send me a text message. I will try to be awake. For 12S, good question, Gucci 07. All right. For 12S, it all really depends on the weight of the vehicle. For like an X-Maxx or an XRT or a Creighton, the Max 5 G2 is fine. If you start talking bigger stuff, like really big, heavy Creighton, kind of like what I got, the Max 4 might be something to think about. I got the Max 4 in my DBXLE, Max 4 in the Raminator. I got a Max 4 in my Losi 5th scale. Now, in my Ram Bouncer, this thing comes in about 70 pounds, the V2 one, and I'm running the Max 5 G2, if that tells you anything. Yeah. So both are good, strong ESCs. The Max 4 is just hands down the biggest and strongest. But it's a monster ESC. And if the space is tight, Max 5 is about the way to go. You know, I was talking about some cut and shuts with him, but it was kind of weird. It's like I wanted, what was it? I wanted a 5-inch Tusk 2.2 cut and shut because I don't really want the height of a 5.25. I know it sounds crazy. Just leave them on this porch. I want to cut and shuts are about 5.25. And your Vidavant and the Vidavant X-Maxx, which is behind the banner up there, yes. But that's just kind of overkill. It really doesn't need that. The normal Max 5 G2 is plenty good enough for that truck. DBXLE, then I would say yes, Max 4. See, I would need to get a set of his cut and shuts. I might be able to use something like the 525 Tusk, which is actually a narrow insert. That might work in his. I don't know. If you have a set, you could possibly get a set of 525 Tusk. I do have those in cheat code now. They're on the website. Max 5, just enough. Stupid on index. Oh, I agree. When you put power into an X-Maxx, it changes everything. The stock X-Maxx is nice. It's fun, kind of tame, and a little lame. You put power in it, man, it changes everything. Inserts for a 579 Tusk. I don't have anything for you. They'll be late trying to wake him. I do not want to set an alarm on my phone. I am not an alarm guy anymore. I'm trying my very best to never have an alarm again. I really don't want that. Can we bring back the dual motor E-Max? No, I don't think we need that with modern motor technology. I'm doing a Max 5 5690 in my Vigilante when I get the mount. You want this mount right here? Dude, the Max 5, see, I want to do the Max 6 with the 5690 in mind. I think that'll be fine. VXL 8 SESC is not great, but use it for 8-scale motors and it's really good. If you get a good VXL 8S, it's okay, ESC. Beyond the rail. Oh. Doug Petrick. This is it right here. This is the Raminator transmission. Oh, look, Vidavant now has a QC pass stamp thing. That's pretty neat. He is expanding his stuff all around, isn't he? He really is. Make a short arm summit crawler. Huh. Family channel. I don't know what happened. Did I miss something? Oh, let me see my trans. I gotcha. All right, took me a second. It won't be 12S. My motor mount on my Vigilante. Just haven't done it yet. X5D did plenty of 8S Outcast EXB. It's always pretty enjoyable. I imagine so. Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. This is not your transmission. Yours is probably in there on the table. Yep, I think yours is on the table. But it's the same thing, except yours has the skid on it, too. But, yeah. Fast lane machine. Man, I haven't messed with FLM. Or is FLM still around? See, I had to hold FLM bulkheads in the Savage, HPI Savage Flux with the stretch chassis and all that. Well, Gucci in '07, it's way too expensive. So I just got to tell you, it's way too expensive. I mean, I haven't been looking for FMLM, but I haven't seen anything. Nothing has came across my Facebook as, you know, putting out new stuff. I mean, I just haven't seen anything from them. The Holmes Hobby Revolver Classic, yeah, it's a 14-pole outrunner. It's a good motor. Okay. The thing about Vindor is he makes parts for everything. I mean, he's not just tied up to one scale either. Not just a crawler guy or just a X-Maxx. He does all kinds of stuff. I think he's closing in on 4,000 different products. Yes, Doug, it has the SCX6 outputs. Yes. I'll have to go check out FLM. I mean, I have not just not done anything with them. Yeah, Supermax was around. I'm sure I was around for that. I mean, I'm kind of ancient at this point, but I don't really recall messing with them too much. Yes, I have a bunch of Vindor on that thing. We got 3 minutes to go. So we got 3 minutes to go, and we're going to finish this thing up at 9 o'clock. Oh, RC Everyday is a cool dude. Yes, what it is what it was is my chassis is one of the older versions. And then Arthur actually answered him because I saw that thread. And mine has the whole sides on it and all that. So people said that it was too heavy or whatever. Yeah, right. It's a heavy beast anyway when you got a 4-pound motor in it. And so he took that off. So, yeah. Thank you for the live chat. Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. How about HD Parts? Hammond Grummond. I have never heard of HD Parts. Ever. Okay. And I know he finally got those chassis made and was able to sell them. So, got a vintage jet hopper from 1986. In good as well. Huh. All right, so we got 2 minutes to go, less than 2 minutes. So to wrap this up, I know I got a lot of stuff to get shipped out. I got to do all that. PROCODES for the 1-inch wheels for like the little bitty trucks. Let me see here. I got all these things everywhere. Anyway, I got PROCODES for 2.2. Here, PROCODES for 1.9 if you're just joining in for the last few minutes. These use a foam in addition to the insert. This way you get the best of both worlds. Everything right here. They are live on the website right now. I got them for the MOAs, the Deluxe Fab, the loaded dice. Got them for that. And pretty much, I guess that's about it for right now. Got to get a few things shipped out. That's for sure. All right, Pat, appreciate it. Mir, yes, sir. American, what's up? You didn't see that last one? These right here? The PROCODES? I'm probably gonna, I don't know. Gotta see if the weather's gonna allow us to do anything. Right now the track is like gravy right now, so we can't mess around with the dirt track at all. It might just be a regular open weekend. Nothing special. All right, Marcus, catch you later. Yes, sir, Paul. See you in the morning, buddy. Shop truck, I got one of the first 100 is nice. RC Kings, later, buddy. And we are about to wrap this up. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the to-go button and get on out of here. You guys have been awesome. You kept me on for 2 whole hours this time. Very nice. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Get that finger up there.